Good evening, sir.
Hey, good evening, Suraj.
How are you, sir?
I'm great, man. How about you?
Fine, sir.
Okay, cool. Let's wait for some time. Okay, let everybody chat.
Okay, sir.
So you are able to follow the class, right? I mean, you're able to understand, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But some points, sir, I don't understand. सर जो आपने सर कोड दिया है तो सर उसमें हाइपरलिंक कैसे बनाएंगे सर? उसमें कौन सा था सर?
आपको ए टैग यूज करना पड़ेगा.
अच्छा अच्छा, याद आया सर, याद आया.
हाइपरलिंक कैसे बनाते हैं? या
मैंने लिखा था कॉपी में सर.
अच्छा, ये है.
ओके सर. SR. यस सर, यस सर.
ठीक है.
ओके सर. थैंक यू सर.
Yes. Hey, hi Anjali. Hi Sabir.
How are you, sir?
I'm great, man. How about you?
Fine, sir. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm great, Anjali. I hope you're doing well.
Yes, sir.
So I have pushed all my data to the PPTs. I have kept it in the GitHub. So is a GitHub link, if I'm sharing you, that would be helpful, right, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the GitHub link where you guys will be able to see all the notes. I mean the PPT, right? For code, right? I'll create a separate repo for code, and I'll send data from there. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So let's wait for a couple of minutes, then we will start with this session. Okay.
Kerala.
Kerala.
Hey, good evening, Varun.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Hey, hi everyone. Guys, I'm audible. Is my screen visible, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So shall we start with the discussion for today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Cool. So hi guys, I'm back again with new topics to discuss today. And today we'll be discussing about the HTML3 lecture 3. Okay. So what are the things that we are going to discuss today? Today we have so much to cover, and after today's class, I'll be passing out you guys a separate a mini project where you guys need to code and put it into your GitHub repo and share with me. Okay. So yeah. So the very first one that we talk about today is input tag. Then we will talk about select tag and grouping of select tags. Then forms in HTML. Then we have something called a semantics in HTML. So semantics is basically used for posting articles, news, blogs like that. And then we will look about the media in HTML. So media in HTML will be most focused upon how to integrate videos, how to bring videos into your website, how to bring audios into your website, right? So these things we will talk about today. Okay. So till yesterday, the basics of HTML, then all general tags, listing of tags, then pre-tag, code tag. You guys, everything you are clear, right, guys? There's nothing you want me to repeat again, right?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything that you guys are facing issue or something?
No, no.
Okay. So let's talk about the input tag first. So what is an input tag? Input tag actually specifies a field where you ask a user to put in data. So you guys have seen this particular websites, right, where the Gmail will ask you to put username, password. Then there will be a submit button. Once you submit on that, it will authenticate you and your Gmail box, your inbox will open. Right?
Yes, sir.
So this is a way to input data into the website. So as part of Web 2.0, where the websites became interactive, this was one of the major reasons, a major, you can say, functionality, where the users are allowed to give data. I mean, you can provide data to a website. Okay. So let's see a small example how this thing works. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll comment everything. Okay. So we can start fresh. Yeah, commenting this, and I'll everything is commented. We have saved. Let's see. Yeah, everything is fine. So now we are going to talk about the input tag. So input tag, as I said before, is an way to input data. Okay. So this is the input tag, where the input tag has a very specific way of writing, and that is called as input. Okay. This is the tag, and this tag will initially have a type. So for input, right, you can input any kind of data. It can be a button, because button is also input, right, where you're going to click it or on over it. So once you click on a button, that is also submitting something, that is doing something, right? That is why that is also considered as an input. So we have input, then we have checkbox, then we have color, date. So these are the types in which you can input a data. You can input a file, you can input an image, you can input a month, number, password. Okay. So like this, depending upon the type, the behavior and functionality of an input tag will change. Okay. So once you don't give any kind of type to input tag, right, it is considered as a default value, and that default value is called as text. Any doubt here, guys? If people understood till here what an input tag is, and what is a type of an input tag, and what is the default value of an input tag? Theoretically, if people understood, give me a thumbs up, guys, if you guys understood the theory. Then I'll show you the code now. Okay, so I'll move to the code now. So in code, we will take first input type. Okay, that will be type. We will take it as text. Okay, take it as text. I'll save this and I'll come back and reload the page. Now, if people are able to see an input tag here, right? Let's inspect this instead. So you guys are able to see an input tag here, and we have a data. We can input any data here. Basically, how much big data you can input, you can put it. So this is a basic input tag. So if you want to create a login screen where the first thing should be the first input tag should be for username. The second input tag will take the password. So first one is username. Let's take the username as Hawkeye. Okay, this is the username. Now I need an input tag for password. And let's check whether there is a type for password. Yes, we have a type for password. So what basically the type password will do is it will not show the password. So basically password is a kind of personal stuff, right? It shouldn't be displayed on the website. Okay. So for that, what we'll do is we'll take type as password. So once you take type as password and reload this page, you can see we have two input boxes now. So yesterday we learned about something. When the element comes next to next, without coming in a new line, what is that element called? What are those elements called?
Inline.
Inline element. And what is the element which comes in new line? What is that element called?
Block.
Block.
Block. Correct. So here in input tag, I'll go and go. The first one, if you see, this is a text. I'm able to type a text here. Now the next one is a password type. The second one is a password type. So let's see how that happens. See, whatever I'm typing, it is coming in dot dot dot. Why it is coming in dot dot dot? Because it's password, which shouldn't be revealed to the user. You have seen in any website, wherever you're entering the password, initially it will be hidden. We'll keep an option to show it. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So for now, let's understand how we are using type in order to define the functionality of an input tag. Okay. Similarly, if I'm going to add one more input tag, and that is of type email. Okay. So basically, the third input box will be of email. This will have an email. So basically, the email should be written like this. Okay. Then only this particular input text will read all the data. Otherwise, it will throw an error. We can define the error in HTML itself. Okay. This is the password and this is a normal text. So similarly, we can do this email. We can replace this email as a number. Now this will only take number. The third input text. This is a text. This is a password. Here you'll be not able to type any kind of words. I'm trying to type words here, but I'm not able to add it. If I want to type a number, I can type it. I can't type any other words, any other letter. And here also we have the option to increment directly. Okay, increment decrement can happen through this. If the input type is input tag's type is number. So you people are able to understand what the input tag is and how this each and every type will change the way how it looks.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I once I'll share this PPT with you guys, right? You guys need to try out all these input types, whatever it is there in the this slide. Do you want me to try all this? You people can try it on your own, right?
We will try ourselves, but just share this page.
Yeah, sure. And yeah, and I have, as we talked yesterday, I have uploaded all the lectures till now, whatever I have taken to you guys into a GitHub repo, and I'm sharing this to everyone in the chat.
Yes, sir. Please share it.
Yeah, I have done it. I'm doing it again. You guys got the link, right? I've shared
Yes,
it
sir.
in the.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Okay. So please try these tags, all the tags, okay, and bring the doubts to me in the next class, okay? Because for each and every type, right, there is a one or other doubt the people will get. Okay. Okay, you want to share the code also? Okay, I'll share the code also. So any doubt in this input tag, guys, so far?
No, sir.
Theoretically or in the code, how to write an input code and all. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Okay. Yes.
Before you give a number, right? In that, if I want to make it as 0 to 10, or if I want to make a limit, means how we will do?
For that, you will be using a range here. Type as range.
Can you show it once?
Okay. Okay. Let's check. Okay. What I will do is I will go to my code. Okay. Here instead of type, I will type range. Okay. And here I will mention the maximum and minimum value. So minimum value, what we said? 0 to 10, right? 0 I will take. And minimum
5, sir. Maximum.
Max will be 10. Sorry.
You both give a minimum.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Typing mistake. My bad. Okay. I'll give this and I will save this and come back here and reload the page. Now you see you're able to see a slider which will have a value starting from 0 to 10. So this is what this range will do.
And before that range, if we take type input equal to number, means it will give range of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Min and.
Okay. This will have value only till there. Okay. But you can type anything, but it will throw an error once we write the error part there. Okay, like that. So this is how this can be done. Okay. So this is all about the input tag. Okay. This is an important concept, guys. Don't mess around. Okay. And one thing, each one of you, just give me a thumbs up. Are you people practicing HTML now? Have you started practicing HTML?
No, sir.
Why? For what you're waiting? See, guys, let me be very frank with you. Currently, there are a lot of openings in the industry. If you people think you want to get into a very good job, start practicing right away. Don't waste any time. See, I know I might sound like a typical teacher from college or school, but that is the truth. Even today, I'm in industry. Even I'm learning new things every day. Okay.
हेलो
Yes.
सर पासवर्ड में अगर मतलब कुछ स्पेसिफिक देना है, अल्फा न्यूमेरिक एंटर करना है या कुछ स्पेसिफिक एंटर करना है, वो कैसे करेंगे?
For that you need a form validation. That will be that is something we'll talk in JavaScript. Then we'll be validating whatever it has been input in the given in the input tag.
ओके सर.
Okay.
हेलो सर,
Yes.
जो इनपुट में जो टाइप रेडियो कमांड है वो किसके लिए यूज होता है सर?
For creating radio buttons.
रेडियो बटन्स.
Yeah, I'll show you how that works.
और सर एक चीज था.
Yes.
हेलो सर, जो पासवर्ड शो आप बोले ना, पासवर्ड आप चाहो तो शो कुछ चेकबॉक्स होना चाहिए, वो कैसे एंटर करेंगे यहाँ पे?
Okay, I'll show you that also. Okay, before that somebody asked me a question about radio button, right? Yeah, Preeti, for input, right, we don't require any kind of closing tag. You can use directly as self-closing tag. There's nothing, there won't be any problem. It can be self-closing. HTML5 handles that also. See, for radio, right, somebody asked me radio, right? This is the radio button. Okay, so it is like single select answer. For single select, we use radio buttons. For multi-select, we use checkboxes.
Sir, so these radio are used for selecting some.
Sorry, can you come again?
Since this radio button are used for singly selected. एक सिंगल सिलेक्ट करने के लिए अपने अपन रेडियो बटन का यूज करते हैं सर.
हाँ, I mean single select करने के लिए हम रेडियो बटन का यूज करते हैं और मल्टी सेलेक्ट के लिए हम we use check boxes.
Yes.
Okay, you got it?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah.
Repeat again this radio part.
Okay. See, radio but it's nothing but it's a kind of, for example, it's nothing but in radio button you can do single select. Radio buttons are used for showing single select options. Matlab, when you have 4 options in a website in which you need to do a single select, in that case you should use radio button. Okay, if you are going to use multi-select, I mean 1 or more answers are correct, in that case you should use a checkbox. This is a general rule. This is not hard and fast rule, but this is a general rule which is followed all around the web.
Hello.
Yes.
So like means your gender, male, female, or gender, like that.
Yeah.
Only male selecting, or how many language you know, like that checkbox using.
Yes, yes. You can give that. You can take that as an example. That's correct example. Okay, guys. Any doubt in other thing?
Sir, passwords on checkbox. How to see that one?
Yeah. So see, for doing that, right, you need JavaScript code to do that. Actually, what happens is no. So whenever you have a button like show checkbox, right? So show password, one button you have, right? Once you click on that, the JavaScript code will come and change the type of this input tag from type password to type text. So it will show. Once you re-click on the show password button, it will again come and change the type. So this is dynamically the type changing will happen using JavaScript, so that you will be able to see the password, and once you click it, you will not see the password. That is how it is done. So probably we can cover this during JavaScript class when I can show you a live code.
नहीं सर कोई स्पेसिफिक पाइथन कोड नहीं है इसके लिए कि हम शो कर सके. जावास्क्रिप्ट नहीं होगा.
When you come for web technologies, right, you won't be using that much of Python. You'll be using much of JavaScript. Okay. Because the React is based upon JavaScript libraries. It is not based on Python. Python, if you want to learn for web development, right, then you people need to learn the Django framework, not React framework. Okay. Is your question answered? Somebody asked this question, right? Is your doubt clear?
Yes sir. Yes sir. I will clear.
Okay. Okay, fine, guys. Let's move to the next portion, next part. So, next one is something called a select. So select is one more way to do that. You people aware of drop down? What is a drop down, guys?
Yes sir.
Drop
So,
down.
We have
many
drop
options there and selected anyone.
Yeah. So basically, drop down is an element where the user will can select one particular data from the list, from a list. Okay. Here basically the user selects only one option. If you want the user to select multiple options, that is also possible. Okay. But drop down, in the drop down, the one that we are going to look into called select is used for only one option selection. Okay. So let us see how that basically is. The structure of the drop down, I mean, is called by something called the select tag. So this is the select tag. Each in the select tag, the whatever options that the user needs to see, right, that will be shown inside two tags, that is select open tag and select close tag. And whatever options that you need to show it to the respective user, that will come under options. Okay. So from now onwards, right, we will keep one thing in mind. Whatever tag that we are going to write, for that we will give two attributes. One is name and one is ID. That is a good practice that every people should follow in order to write code. So from now onwards, whatever code I'm writing, I'm going to include these things. Okay. Any doubt?
Sir, please explain one more time.
The select tag, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think it's better to write a code to explain, right? Always. Okay. See, this is an select tag. Select tag I'm going to write for drop down. I mean, you people are able to see how I'm coding, right? Lively people are able to see me, right?
Yes, sir.
See, whatever tag you're going to write, it can be H1, H2, or it's a div, anything. It is always a good practice to give a name and ID for that particular tag. Okay, so far, whatever code we have written, it's like a basic code, so we didn't take it seriously. But from now onwards, we need to do it. This is called as best practices in programming. Always we need to follow some best practices in programming so that the person who is going to read our code, right, those people are able to understand what our code is about. So when I'm giving a name here, H1, so here I can see select tag heading. So that will give some sense. The person who is reading your code will get some sense that this particular line number 112, is basically a heading tag for select. Okay.
Sir, it just
this is-
nothing, just for good practice.
Yeah, this will be used in Java. This ID part or name part will be used in JavaScript in order to read what this particular tag has for making it interactive. We'll use it in JavaScript, but there is a chance, there is a lot less chance that we don't use it for certain tags, but there is a lot of chance that we will use it for certain tags. So I would tell you, being in industry for a long time now, I would say whenever you're writing HTML code, always write name and ID for it. That explains, that tells the person who is going to read your code that you are a very good developer. And whenever you get company assignments, whenever you're attending an interview, right, at that time company gives you assignment to code, right? During writing that code, if you follow these practices, right, they will understand. They will know, okay, this guy is really good. This girl is really good in coding. Because these best practices, right, not everybody follows. If you have these best practices with you, it is a very, very good and plus point for you. Got it, guys? Hello.
Yes, sir. Got
Yes,
it.
sir.
Yes, sir, we got it.
So let's write the select tag. Okay. And for this also we will give what name and ID. So what let's create an list of animals. Okay. So this would be animals, or we'll do something like company. Okay. Let's go something related to IT, and the ID is okay. And inside select tag, let's create options. So let's take the very first option, that is Google. Okay. So whatever data that you're going to put inside the option tag, right, the opening and closing of option tag, that will be displayed on the screen. Okay. But for this particular option, if the user selects this particular option, at that time we need to store, right, we need to know which option has been selected. to know that, we need to add one more attribute called as value. Okay. The value of this particular option is Google company. Okay. It is not necessary that whatever value that is present here needs to be in the content also. Both can be different. You understood this point, guys? What an option is and why we are giving value to this option. Give me a thumbs up if you people understood, or otherwise raise the question what we need to understand.
So
start
not
explaining it
clearly,
again.
so please tell again.
Okay. So for select tag, right, we have created a select tag. This select tag needs to have a number of options that the user can select. Okay. For the user, 2 is visible, 2 is I. Whatever content which is present between the opening tag of option and closing tab of option will be shown on the screen. So this GOOLE Google in the white color text, right, that will be shown to the user. Okay. But when the user selects this Google option, right, we need to retain something in HTML stating that this particular option is selected. To know that this particular option has been selected, we will have a value attribute for this particular option. And this value attribute can be anything. It can be same as Google, whatever the content we have kept, or it can be any other value. So basically, this is an option given to the user, to which he will see only Google to him. But whenever he selects Google, the value that he has selected from the dropdown will be Google company. Now you guys understood?
Yes, sir.
Give me a thumbs up, guys, who are told you people need a thumbs up, right? Let's
So can you
create
please run this program?
Yeah, I'm running it. I'm creating 2-3 options now. Okay.
Okay.
So what is the next company name what that you want?
Microsoft.
Microsoft. Okay. What's the next one?
Amazon.
Amazon. Okay. I'll change the value also. Okay. I'll save this and I'll come here and reload the page. So see, now I got all my options here. Okay. So whatever I choose here, that will get selected. Okay.
So
Yeah.
इसमें एंकर टैग यूज करके हम लोग मतलब क्लिक करने पे नेक्स्ट पेज पे भी जा सकते हैं ना वेबसाइट के थ्रू.
हाँ वैसे भी कर सकते हो तुम. There's nothing wrong in it.
Okay, sir.
See, in coding, right, everything is possible. Just the people need to implement and check whether people can do it or not. Okay. So if people understood what this is all about, the complete select tag and how the options are created and how we are using it like that. Give me a thumbs
So
up, guys,
suppose
if I can.
I want like
Suppose you want like
यहाँ पे आपका जो please run again. Okay,
sorry, I lost you. What you are trying to say? Can you come again?
Can you please run again?
Yeah, here we have, right?
Yeah, it's showing like a Google, right? So I want
Yeah.
like a select option. I want this writing here. It's by default selecting Google, right?
Yeah, but somebody answer to that question. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, basically it will select the first option. Okay. And now what you are asking is you don't want to select the first option.
Yes, I want like something notification that select option or select anyone like that.
What you can do is you can create one more option here. Okay. Which will doesn't have any value. You can select option. Okay, and you can save this. And once you reload this, right, that will be shown. Okay.
Yes.
And
Yes.
if you want, yeah.
सर आप किसी एक ऑप्शन में एंकर टैग ऐड करके बता सकते हो कि जो मैंने पूछा था?
Okay, let's do that. Wait. Before that, I have one more thing. I'll explain that and then continue.
ओके सर.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, just also give real-time example for the websites where they will use these things, and then we'll get to know
Yeah.
what is
Yeah.
there.
Sure. No problem. Let's go to Amazon now. Let's go to Amazon. Okay. Now, if you see here, you're able to see the list of. I mean, this is a drop down where you can see all the departments where you can find the data. Like you have computer accessories, these electronics, furniture, everything. This is a real-time example of a select. Got it?
Yeah, I got it. But value in the sense.
Value in the sense, I don't get it. See, whenever you're selecting this computer and accessories, right? So here, whatever you have selected, that data is sent to the server. Okay, and that particular data is nothing but the value.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay. So yeah, so one more thing here, guys. So you people are, you can see right here, the select option is there. I can also select the select option. So I don't want the select option to get selected. So for that, what I need to do is I need to disable this. Okay. So for that, I can just type disabled here. So once I click disabled here, that particular option will be not that particular option will be not shown. I mean, not pre-selected initially. Okay. And if you want to be selected pre-selected, then you can add one more tag called the selected. So if I go and reload this, right, you will see selected here, select option, but you can only select the list. The select option will not get selected. So to do that, what you need to do is you need to add two more attributes called the disabled and selected to the option tag. So once you add these two tags, these two attributes, right, it will automatically disable the particular option and it will select the same option for the initial level. So if people understood what this select is all about. Guys?
Yes sir, got it.
Okay, cool. So somebody asked me to try one thing. Okay, try that. So here, right, whenever you're selecting through an select tag, right, I have implemented the anchor button, but still this will not work.
Okay sir, got it.
Okay. You guys like me coding, right? Okay. So let's, you people are clear with the select tag, the options, disabled, selected, these kind of things in the select drop down list. Give me a thumbs up, guys, fast, so that I can move to the next one. Two people. Okay, cool. So let's move to the next topic. That would be opt group. So see, here we have an option to select, show a list of data which belongs to IT companies. Okay. So what if I want to create, I need to group the options. So in order to, what I'll do is I'll use something called as opt group. Okay. I'll use this tag and here I will give a label to it. Label like IT companies. Okay. And I'll put these data, these options inside that. Okay. So basically what I've done here is this opt group, you can see, right? This is nothing but option group. you are grouping the options such that you will be able to see different type of options like that. So for example, I'm going to have two types of group. One is for IT companies. Then I have something called this automobile companies. Here I'll add Ford. Then I'll add GM, General Motors. Then I'll add Tesla. Okay. I'll also change the value. Here I'll put GM, here Tesla. Okay. So if you see here, in this in this drop down, we have two types of group. One group will contain the list of IT companies. The second group will contain the list of auto companies. I mean, the automobile companies. Okay. Let's see how that will look like. So it will look like something like this. So you can see here, I'll get inside on the top of IT companies, I'll be able to see all the IT companies. Then inside auto companies, I'm able to see all the automobile companies. So this is called as option grouping, and that is done through a tag called OPT group. And whatever heading that you need to give for the particular group needs to be in a attribute called label. So you people understood this particular piece of code, this particular topic?
Yes, sir. Yes.
You give me a thumbs up, guys, if you people understood this.
तो सर अगर इसको इम्प्लीमेंट करना हो तो मतलब आप आईटी कंपनी को सिलेक्ट करने पर ये नीचे वाला कंपनी शो करेंगे, ऐसा करेंगे तो होगा?
Okay, that is called this multi-level select. Okay, that is called as multi-level select. So to do that, you need to have one more select option inside this option. Using that, you will be able to do. That is a good question. You people can try doing that. Okay, try it. Whatever you have asked, try like this, where inside select you need to write one more select. Okay, try doing that. If you still are not able to do it, give me. Tell me. I'll show you the real example. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, guys. This is all about the option grouping. So you people understood till here? So you people understood the input tag, the select tag, and the option tag. Give me a thumbs up, guys, if you people understood, so that I can move to the next topic.
Yes, sir. Yes, understood.
Okay, cool. So let's move to the new tag. Okay, that is the forms in HTML. I didn't prepare slide because I want you guys to understand when I'm typing it directly on the screen. For that, I didn't prepare the slide. I have a content in my other page, so I'll talk here. So form. What is a form? Form is basically in schools, right? You people know. In school, colleges, whatever, if you need to opt for something or do something, right? You people will have a form. So basically, in terms of you can say in websites, right? What a form actually means is it is the input tag where you need to put a certain data, and that is called as a tag. Okay, I'll show you one tag now. Yes. Yes, okay. This is a form. So basically, in terms of websites, right? In web technologies, whenever you're going to input some data and submit it, right? That is called as a form. So form can contain multiple fields. It can contain multiple fields, and on submitting something, right? The form will redirect to certain other fields. Okay. So for example, if I'm here and I'm going to input my details here. Okay, and I click next. So basically it is redirecting me to the next page. And if I type the password here, okay, and I click next, I'll be able to go to the respective site. Okay, so this is called as form submission. So this is called as a form. So people understood what a form is?
Yes, sir.
Give me a thumbs up, guys, if you understood the theory of forms. So the next program, the piece of code that I'm going to write is kind of a biggie now. Okay, so keep following each and every line what I'm typing. Okay, and stop me when you people didn't understand if anything here. Why I'm writing name and ID for the H1 tag? Hello.
So name is for contain, ID for JavaScript.
So basically, name and ID we write for best practices. Okay, for best practices, so that we can tell why this tag is used, for what this particular tag is used for, and how we can access this particular tag through a JavaScript or jQuery code. Okay. So to write a form, right, you guys need to use a tag called as form, FORM form. So that will be a two format. I mean, that will contain two tags, one opening tag and a closing tag. Okay. And inside the form, now we will need to write the users. For example, this is a login form. Okay. In login form, what all data we have?
Username.
Username, password.
Okay. Let's draw this first in a screen. Then we will dictate. What is DO and DOM?
Document.
Yeah, what is document?
Document object module.
Object module.
Okay, document object module. Not module, it's model.
Yes, sir, model.
Okay. So see, let's design a form now. Okay. Let's consider this is a form. This will have two input tags. We'll have name. Or we can say, instead of name, we can use the email. Okay. Okay. Then we have password. Okay. Then after this, we'll be having a submit button. Okay. This is a form that we are going to design now. So for now, we need to first have a HTML page. Okay. Then we need to have, and what is this? This would be these two boxes. What is these two boxes now? What HTML element we are going to use for these two boxes? Input. Okay. Input. And what is this? What is this HTML element? Input button. Okay. Okay. And what are these? How we are going to display this?
Label.
That will be label. Okay. Now you people are able to tell fast, right? I mean, you are able to see a page design of a page. Then now you people are able to understand. Right?
So instead of label, हम लोग div tag में भी normally use कर सकते हैं ना वहाँ पर?
You can use, but whenever you are writing a form, You should always use label instead of writing it in the div tag.
Okay, sir, got it.
Okay, why? I'll tell you the reason. So now if I give you a screen and ask you to implement this screen, right? Ask you to code the screen, so people know. Now you know which for which thing, which HTML element you need to use, correct?
Yes, sir.
So this completely these things, whatever we have seen, right? This all these data, this label, this input tag, and this submit button, everything comes under a form. So everything will come under a form. Okay. So let's start coding the form. So this is our form. Here I will type div first. Why I'm using a div here?
So वो जो
Changing.
block element.
For block element. Yeah, correct. Okay. So now I am going to use a label I have given. I am now going to have input tag. Okay. And this input tag will be what type? Email.
email.
And here I will give a ID as email. Okay. I'll give email of user. Okay. And whatever data that you're going to give here in the ID, right? That needs to be given in the for. So why we need to use a label and input in the manner of, right? This for attribute will link to the respective label for which this label, respective input tag to which this label is assigned to. Okay, so that's why whatever ID that you're going to give for input tag, right? That needs to be given for attribute in the label. Okay, this linking is done through like this only. Now we understood why we are using a label for an input tag and how we are linking those two.
Sir, no, sir. Can you please repeat it?
Okay. See, when you guys are going to use an input tag and a label, so we need to know, right, for which input tag which label is connected. You need to make the browser understand that, right? To make the browser understand that, what you do is you will have an ID for an input tag and for label for which input tag you're writing for this particular input tag. So you will put hook the same ID to the labels for attribute. Understood? Hello.
Sir, in every time we are writing label like email password. So why you are writing for attribute here?
So see, now I have a label here. Now for password, I'm going to create one more div. Okay. Here also I'm going to have a label. Okay. And this will be for password. And here I'll create an input tag, which will be of type password. And ID is use password of user. Okay. Now I have here one label tag and here one label tag. How I will make the browser understand that this label is linked to this input and this label is linked to this input. So for doing that, we use for attribute, and that for attribute will contain the ID of the respective input tag.
Sir. Hello.
Reload the page. Now you people are able to see. Yes. Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, please speak.
Sir, I have a doubt. Sir, input जो हम लोग input में वहाँ पे जो ID में दे रहे हैं, एक मिनट सर कोड शो करिए ना.
Okay.
हाँ, तो सर यहाँ पे लेबल में हम लोगों ने for is equals to email for user दिए है, right? एंड अगर सर इनपुट में अगर सर आईडी के साथ साथ क्लास भी रहेगी तो फॉर में हम लोग क्या देंगे, आईडी का देंगे मतलब नेम या क्लास का नेम देंगे?
You should always stick to the ID.
हेलो सर।
You need to stick to the ID.
आईडी मतलब सर फॉर्म में अगर इसमें इनपुट में अगर क्लास भी है सो हम लोगों को फॉर्म में हमेशा आईडी देनी है।
Yeah, that is a good
वो
practice.
तो CSS का पार्ट है ना भाई।
नहीं 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 भाई, लेकिन अगर क्लास दे रहा हूँ मैं तो यहाँ पे आप उन HTML में भी तो क्लास यूज करते हैं ना।
तो आप आईडी यूज करोगे ना।
अगर इनपुट में आईडी एंड क्लास दोनों है तो फिर वहां कंफ्यूज, वहां डाउट था ना मुझे भाई।
सुनो, मैंने इसका आंसर दे दिया है, स्टिक टू द आईडी।
यस सर।
Okay, chill out. Let's focus here, guys. Okay.
Yes,
Okay, so this is how our form will look like. This is a form. So basically अगर तुम form को जाके देखोगे ना तो आपको ऐसे दिखेगा। A form will having 2 divs and each div will have a label and a input. Okay, तो ये ऐसे आपको form दिखेगा। So अभी आपको समझ में आ रहा है कैसे form बनाना है करके? Sorry, I started talking in English. Hindi. So now your people have to understand how to create a form.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if there is a point where I need inside the form, right? There are certain situations where you'll be not able to edit the data. For example, before going there, here I know this particular first text box is for email, so I need to add some placeholder data here, like enter your email or something. So what I can do is I can use an attribute called as placeholder. Okay. And placeholder attribute, here I can write please enter your email. Okay. And in password also I can have that. What I'll do is in password I'll have a placeholder. Here what I'll do is please enter your passcode. Okay. Sorry, password. Both are same actually. Okay. Once I go and refresh here, now you can see here that will be present, but there is just a placeholder text. That is not there is no data available there. Once you start typing, that will vanish. So that is called as placeholder text. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
yes sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
Okay.
if you have to, when you type a password, it cannot be show the character, then what will we do, sir?
Sorry, I didn't get this question. Can you come again?
मतलब जो पासवर्ड अपन टाइप करेंगे वो शो नहीं होना चाहिए, तो उसके लिए मेरे इसमें, आपके इसमें डायरेक्ट आ रहा है सर, मेरे इसमें कैरेक्टर दिख रहे सर जब मैं पासवर्ड टाइप।
Did you put type as password?
Yes,
Input
type
type?
password, ID, password of user and placeholder same sir.
I think
सर
there
एक
is-
स्पेलिंग गलत हुआ था, ठीक है।
Okay. I mean, if you're not using the correct words, right? It won't be, browser will not get to know.
Yes,
Okay.
sir, yes sir. Now
Cool, man. So now we have seen here, this is the form where I have. So let's create a more informative form now. Okay, we have time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a registration form. This is not a login form. I'll create a registration form. So I'll add name also to this. Type as text and name. Text be name. Please enter your name. Okay. So now I have given a form where I have name, email, and password. Now I'll add gender detail. Okay, now I'm going to add a gender detail. So to do that, I'll add one more div. Now why I'm using div here. Hello.
So block level element and changing the line also.
Yeah, cool. Okay. So I'll add a label here. And that label would be gender. Okay. And Gender is what kind of input tag? Anyone?
Radio
That's
type.
radio. Yeah, it's radio. Radio type. Correct. Okay. And I'll give value as male. And here are type male. Then I will have one more input tag for female, and type of that would be radio, and value would be female. And I'll have
Excuse me, sir. We are also using select tag now.
you want to use a select tag in the form.
No, sir. I'm just asking you.
Yeah,
We
you can use a
that also, na?
Yeah, you can use a select tag. There is no problem. There is no
Okay.
problem. There are a lot of ways to show it, right? Yeah, so this is one way of showing it. Okay. Then finally, I need to have a button. Okay. Button. I'll put submit. Okay, this will be of button type as submit. Okay. So we can also use input here. We will first go with button, then I'll come with the input. Okay. I'll save this and I will reload this here. So now see, I'm able to see the name here. I'm able to see the email here. I'm able to see the password here. I'm able to select whether I'm male or female, and I can submit like that. See, once I'm submitting here, it is throwing error. It's telling what it's telling. It's telling to include at an email address. So this is a wrong email address. That is why we are using type as email. Now if I type this and put submit here, now see, still it is incomplete because after we need to enter something. Okay. Now if I submit this, now it has submitted. Okay. Basically, what happens is it got it got submitted. That's all. So once we submit it, right? Sorry. Hello.
हेलो सर.
Yes.
जैसे कि आप सर है ना वो मेल या फीमेल में दोनों एक साथ सिलेक्ट हो रहा है सर. एक ही में होना चाहिए ना.
नहीं देखो. Now we have not implemented that thing. We have just kept a input address radio. Whether you can choose it or you can leave it like that only. You are telling about the validation part. Right? Validation part will handle the JavaScript, not here.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. You can also do validation in HTML. I'll give you a more precise example in the next class. Okay. So for now, we are just creating a simple form. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now I'll create one more button, which will be of reset. So I can reset the data, whatever I have typed. Okay. Now let's go and reload it. Let's increase it. Okay. So I have typed this name. Let's take the name as Gopi. Let's take a name as Hawkeye. Okay. Email. Let's take some email. Let's put some password. Let's select a mail. And if I click on the reset, right, all the data will get reset on the particular form. So that I can type it again. So for that, we use a reset button. And if you click on the submit, right, it will post this data to particular URL. And to do that, I mean, whenever you want to post the data to some place, right? For that, you need to include one more attribute called as action. Okay, in the form, and this will send the data to this particular URL, whatever you are going to type here. Let's type https://google.com. Okay. Here. So if I put it like this, right, all the data of this particular form will be sent to the google.com. So let's see that also. I'll put it here. I'll add email here and the password here. I'll select mail and click on submit. So now what happens is all this complete data is sent to the respective that google.com. See, google.com is not going to receive this data. They are going to process it. They will ignore this. They will just ignore this. But we are just simply doing it. So when we are going to write backend code or PHP, I mean backend code right in Node.js, at that time we will put our own server URL here, which is to which this data get posted.
सर एक बार फिर से बताइए ना.
So till what point you people understood?
सर वो लास्ट में जो गूगल पे डेटा जा रहा है वो.
Just go on, no? See, what basically happens is, if you see this, but this is nothing but a page. Okay, to that page, if you want to post, you need to send whatever data which has been given by the user, right? So once you click on the submit button, this form tag will tell the browser to send whatever data we have typed here in this particular form to this particular page, this particular destination. This can be any destination. It can be Google, Microsoft, anything. But for now, for example, we have kept as google.com, but that is not going to take this data. We need to create a backend server, and that server's URL we need to put it in the form so that the data goes to our backend server. Got it, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So if you want, right, I can show you one live example from you can say, yeah, in W3 School, I can find an example. Let me show that example to you guys. Let's hide this. So see, here we have a name tag. I mean name and first name, last name, and we have submit button. So they have this particular page running up in the W3 School's server. Okay. So once you click on submit, right, I can show you that also. Once I click on submit, right, there is a call which is going to the respective server. So whatever API or whatever call that happens from your particular website, right, that can be seen in the network tab of the developer console. So you can see there this call has happened, where the first name John and last name Doe has been sent. Okay, so this is how that is done. So if you come here, right, similarly, if you see, we are also sending those HTML data to some place, to the Google document, a Google website like that. Okay, so this is how that's basically done. So now you people understood what a form is, what for label why we are using. Is this related? One second, Samita, this is related. You can't tell this is a database related thing, because if you want to store the data, then you will process it in this server. Okay. So this is how that is. Preeti, I will take your question at the last. Okay. I don't want to mess up the flow here now. I'll take your question at the last. Okay. So yeah, now we people understood what a form is, how we are going to give action to that form. I mean, once you click on submit, what action should be to which URL this data needs to go, the action attribute. Then we learned about what a label is and how a label is linked to the input tag. Then we got to know what a placeholder tag is. Then we learned about the ID tag and name of the tag. Then we talked about the button tag, through which we have developed these two buttons. And in this button, we had also discussed about two types of type of the button. One is submit button, another one is reset button. So you people understood these things very clearly, the complete form part.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Give me a thumbs up if you people read it, if you people understood it clearly. Okay. Now, before going there are a few more attributes that you need to learn about in form. So, for example, every time the password is always is a mandatory field, right? So we will add one more field called as required to the input here. We will add this particular attribute to the input tag so that the password becomes mandatory. I'm in the code only, Randeep. Okay. So I have added a required field here. So what happens when I add a required field? So whenever I add a required field, right? If I don't type those data, it will ask me to fill the particular field. So without filling this particular data, right, the form will not submit it. So that is what the required attribute in the input tag will do. Even if see, I'm not clicking anywhere, I'm just reloading the page now. If I go and submit this, right, it will ask me to fill the data because this particular password I have made as required. Okay. If I don't make it as required, I can directly submit it. So that is why we use a required attribute for all the input tag, which is mandatory to be filled. Okay. So that is called as required attribute. Any doubts on the required attribute, guys?
No, sir.
Okay. Now, if I'm going to give a default value for name for the person. See, Preeti, for a required attribute is not required for all the input tags. So which all thing are important, that needs to be given as required. Okay. So one more example that I will take now here is for name, right? I'll give a default value, say Hawkeye. People watch Marvel movies.
Yes, sir.
You only watch Marvel movies. Others don't watch movies. See, so whatever value I'm giving it, right, in the value attribute of the input tag, that will be displayed here. Automatically, it will display in the name, in the respective input tag. See, once I have given a value to that, and still I can edit it. I can add more data to it, to the respective one. I can also delete that and add a new data to it. Okay, but I refresh it, it will take the respective old value which has been given by the HTML. So still I'm able to edit it, right? In some case, if I don't want to edit this data, I need to keep this read only. In that case, what I will do is I will add an attribute called as read only to the HTML. Okay, to the respective input tag. So once I do that, right, I'll be not able to edit the data. See, I'm trying to edit it, but I'm not able to edit the data in the name. Other field I can edit it, but the name field I'm not able to edit it because that has been made us read only by the read only in the input tag. If people understood what a required tag is, what an read only tag is.
Yes, sir.
So if you want to, Preeti, if you want to set up a general default value, right? So you can keep it in the value tag. This will have the default value. You can, using a value tag, you can put a default value. So that is all about the tag, guys. I mean, form, right? So people understood what a form is and all the code what we have written. People understood everything, guys. Any doubt or anything I want to repeat? Just give me a thumbs up if you people understood. Somebody said they didn't understand. Who's that? If you have any doubt, somebody has given me a cross icon. You didn't understand.
That's by mistake, sir.
Okay. No problem. Okay. Cool. So this is all about the form tag. Okay. Now let's move to the next topic. That is semantics in HTML. Okay. So what is semantics is? In semantics in HTML is nothing but they are meaningful tags which are used to make the code look easier. Initially, the semantic was not there. With HTML5 only, the semantic tags came into the picture. And what are those semantic tags? So let's add this one. Okay, I'll add yeah, I'm going to share the code, right? No problem. So let's add a new slide. Let's talk about semantics now. Any doubt, guys? See, before HTML5, that is in HTML4, HTML3, and all, right? There were no relevant type of tags which makes the code look easier. Okay, like we have something called as article. If you want to write an article and publish it in the on the screen, right? At that time, you will be not able to. You need to use a div tag or a p tag initially. But now we have a dedicated tag for writing article. Like for header, initially we used to have different h1, h2 tag, but now we have a dedicated tag for this header. Then for if you want to divide the page into different sections, right? Initially we used to divide it through div tag. So now we have a new dedicated tag called a section. Okay. So like this, we have few things that we will look into. But the one that we have in, I mean, that I want to discuss right now is article tag. So I just want to discuss about the article tag. The others, you people can try it out on your own. That is, I mean, just a tag that you people need to try it out. Okay. If I go with one tag, right, it will take a lot of time. So I'll just explain the main tag that we want to talk about, and the others, if we have time, we will take it up. Okay. So it is similar. It's a similar way of implementing the article tag. Here we will add a header h1. We will say this is an article tag. Okay. So here the article tag is similarly you have two tags. One is opening tab and a closing tag. And here I will write this is an article about Tesla. Okay. Now I will save this and go. Let's go and check how this. So see, this is basically it's nothing but it's going to display as similarly as the other HTML tags, but this is particularly used for publishing the articles. So whatever content which is inside this article tag, right, that doesn't have any giveaway or takeaway from the rest of the website. It doesn't catch what is there in the other part of the website. So the form, the article tag, that doesn't give any chance to look into this particular article tag. So the article tag and the other data in the page will be kind of separated. So nobody will talk to each other. It is kind of independent one. The other content will not have any control over the article tag. For that only we have this particular tag, article tag. You guys understood what an article tag is and why it is called as why it is independent. Give me a thumbs up, guys, if you people understood the article tag.
Sir, repeat कर दीजिए sir.
See, basically before HTML5, right, we used to have a lot of contents like creating a separate section, having a caption for a image, having a header, footer, then main body of the website. So details of particular section. So these things, right, we used to do it using a div tag, a p tag, and an a tag. Okay, so everywhere everybody was using the same thing, but there were no dedicated words or dedicated content related tags to do solve our problem. So to do that in HTML5, they brought in new tags which are more similar to whatever we are going to write. So in terms of publishing an article or news article or something, right, they have came up with a new type of tag called as article. And this article tag, whatever content which is inside this article tag, is independent. It doesn't have any relation to the website's other contents. Okay, that is called as article tag. Similarly, there are a lot of other tags which will look similar to like this. Okay, so that is about the article tag, guys. And why this is called as semantic elements? Because they have meaningful names rather than a generic name. Like you have A, P, and div, right? So these are not that much meaningful. But article, header, section, these are meaningful words, right? Which comes for a tag name. That is why it is called as semantic elements in HTML5. See, whenever you have a login form and then there is a question from people that in the website, if you have an article and a login form, so whenever there is something happening with the login form, right, that will not disturb the article. So when you submit the page, right, that particular data will go to the server. After going to the server, your page might get reloaded or you get redirected to the other page. But due to clicking of the submit button, the article tag will experience no difference. It will be like that only till there is any change in the page movement. Complete page is refresh or it moves to the other page like that. Till that there will be no.
Yeah, just to interrupt, my question is like how it will be displayed over the screen, over the page on the browser.
It will be simple. See, I'll just uncomment this piece of code, then it will, I think okay. If I save this, come here and reload this.
Line number 129.
I will also save this. But see, this is how it will look like.
Okay.
Okay, if I type something here, okay, then password. If I reset this also, nothing is going to affect the article tag. And if I going to type it again, password and click and submit again, right? Now it has redirected to the google.com because we have added it to the Google, right? That particular thing. See, what happened was in the form, right? We have added action as https google.com. Okay. So once you submit it, it will go to the next page. Okay. So
आर्टिकल टैग का एक रियल टाइम एग्जांपल दिखा सकते हैं क्या कोई नया वेबसाइट में मतलब ये लॉगिन फॉर्म की तो कुछ डिस्टर्ब नहीं हो रहा है ऐसा ही रहेगा कुछ भी हो रहा है तो
Okay, can you come again? Sorry, your voice is a bit of low, so I was not able to hear it properly.
सर आप रियल टाइम एग्जांपल दिखा सकते हैं क्या किसी के वेबसाइट पे ये आर्टिकल टैग का
आर्टिकल टैग तो कोई भी न्यूज़ वेबसाइट चले जाओ तो आपको मिल जाएगा न्यूज़ सबसे लाइक आई जस्ट चेक इन फॉर अ न्यूज़ वेबसाइट लेट्स सी इंडिया टुडे just searching. Okay, guys, I'll find the example and come back because I'm not able to find it right now. So I'll find the live example and come back on this page. Okay, is that okay, guys? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm not able to find the correct example lively. So once I find it, and I'll show you. Maybe in next class or maybe in 1 or 2 classes. Okay. Yeah, let's move to the next part of the code. You people understood what a semantic in HTML is, right? Why it is called semantic? The tags. Okay. Let's move to the next part of that is called as media and HTML. So media and HTML, right? There are two things that we will be discussing: media and HTML, media and HTML. So one is we have a video tag for video related thing, and we have another one is called as audio tag, where we can include the audio into the website. So currently, whatever we have seen, right, in this we have not, we have seen everything as a text data. Everything, whatever we have seen as a text data. So now let's try to add some code, which will just add a video from YouTube. Okay. So let's take H1 and I'll add name and video tag and ID. So in terms of video tag, right, we can the way to add a video tag is simple. That the tag that we are going to use is something called as video. Okay, it's an inbuilt tag, and that is the browser will understand this thing. Okay, and we'll give some width and height to it. Okay, let's say we give it 500 pixel for width and height is some 350 pixel. Okay. Okay, now we have added the video tag. Now we need to add a source to it. Okay, so that is one more tag that we'll use. That is a self-closing tag, and that is called a source. And this source tag will contain the respective source, the URL of the video. This can be a local video, or it can be a video from the web. So if we are going to use it from YouTube, right? Let's go to YouTube. Let's search for Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. Okay, this is the trailer. Okay, so if we want to add this to our website, right, we can do it. So where is? Okay, let's inspect this and take the URL from here. Okay, we have it here. So let's copy the embedded code. And let's put it down here. So see here we can find the source. Okay, let's copy that source and put it in our HTML source. Okay, now let's save this and come back and reload our page. That's it. Okay. Okay. To be video slash the MP4. Let's copy this URL and put it into our code and check whether that works. Okay, let's wait. Give me a minute, guys. I think I'm losing something. Let me check that. I'll take another URL now. Let's search it for some URL. Okay, what I'll do is I'll just I have searched a streaming resource from where I can get a URL. Okay, so I have a URL of a video URL from online. Okay, I'll take this and put it in my put it in our code for source. Okay, instead of YouTube, I'll save this and come back and reload the page. Let's see whether this works or not. Okay. Now we are able to see the video tag here. Okay, so this is how we'll be adding up an URL. I mean, a video tag to the to our website. Okay. So currently the URL is not serving anything, so that's why we are not able to see any data here. Okay. So how we can do is we can download a video. So similarly, like we included the photo, right? I mean picture into the website, right? Similarly, we can download a video into our local device. Then we can add the respective file path like C:\download/ like that. You can take the URL and put it on the source, the respective source of this. So once you put it here, right, that particular video will be start serving. So that is how you can do this. Okay. So you people understood what a video tag is. Actually, I'm not able to give you a proper example, but I'm trying to do that. Hello. Guys, you there? Okay, I'll just give you an example from W3 School. Okay. So here we have the video tag and we have a source. This source, right, the whatever video we are able to see here, right, this is already present in the W3 School's server. Okay, so there is no need to download it. So this will automatically understand from where this video is coming. Okay, so once I run this, right, I can see a video is getting loaded here from this source. This source is already present in the W3 School server, so that it will directly get rendered here. Okay, and here we need to give the type. On this type will determine whether this video will play or not. So it can for this video is of MP4 type. That's why we're using ./MP4. This is of OGG type. So we are using /OGG. So there are only limited amount of video types that we will be able to use. Okay. So depending upon that, we will get it here. And whatever we are able to see here, right? The controls here, the play, the audio, and maximize screen like this. So these controls can be seen using a control attribute in the video tag. So this is how a video tag is written, and this is how we'll be able to add the data. So now you people understood how the video tag is working. Guys, still you people got doubt? Tell me if you people didn't understand. I'll come back with a good other good example now.
Yes, sir. Did not understand the video tag.
Okay. Okay. Let's take this. See, to load up a video tag is basically used to load up a video from the from your local or from the server. Okay. we tried loading up the video of an YouTube, but we are not able to do it because using video tag, we can't load the YouTube videos. To load YouTube videos, right, we need to use iframe. Okay. We need to use a iframe. So I'll show you the example how that works. So video tag, let's focus on the video tag first. So video tag is a way to include a video related content like HTML, MP4 data or OGG kind of data, these data on the website. To include that into our website, we need to use a video tag. For a video tag, we need to give two attributes mandatorily. That is the width and the height. After giving the width and height for the particular video tag, we need to provide the source. That can be done through a source tag. It's a self-closing tag. So in the source tag, there is an SRC attribute which will contain the URL of the respective video. It can be a URL or the file path where the particular video can be found. So that will be loaded up and put, that will be shown on your video. This is how a video tag works. Okay. And for this thing, right? HTML, the YouTube video, right? You can find the embedded code here. You can just directly paste it on your website. That's correct, Preeti, whatever you said. We can directly add it without using a video tag. We can directly add an add a HTML video. The respective Spider-Man's video from the YouTube directly into your website. So YouTube provides that particular option. That is, we have this copy embedded code. Using that, you can do it. But I don't want to show you that example basically, because that's not a video tag example. That is an iframe example. Okay, that's why I didn't show it that way. So video tag is done this way. So video tag is basically serving a local video or any video from some places where you can use an SRC attribute to do that. So you people understood what a video tag is and how the video tag we are using here.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
and
sir.
if you guys want, I can there are a few more attributes that we need to look into before moving to other thing. Okay. So here we have the controls. Once you put this control attribute, right, all the controls will appear here. Let us try removing this and see what happens. If I run this, see, there is no controls available now. So once a control attribute is added to the respective video tag, it will show the list of all controls, which will be having a pause, play pause button, then the total length of the video and how much length it has gone, then the audio related function, make it a full screen button, and then other things like download, featuring mode, like that. So these controls will be displayed as part of the control attribute if you're going to provide it to the video tag. If you want to keep it auto-played, wait, it should automatically play whenever it gets loaded without going and playing here. It should be auto-played. In that case, you can add auto-play attribute to the respective video tag. Once you run this, see, once I run this, right, automatically the video is playing here. You can see. I can, if I want, I can stop it. So this autoplay functionality can be enabled using this particular attribute. Okay. And if you want to loop the video, I can add a loop attribute, which will loop the video after it is completed. Okay. See, after it gets completed, it will automatically loop it. So you can see that is looping. So you can use a loop attribute here. Okay. So if you want to mute the video at the starting itself without going and muting it, you can use a mute. You can enable that using a muted attribute. So see, whenever I run this, automatically the audio is muted now. If I remove this, right, and I run this, you can see it is not muted now. So this is how these controls work. Okay. So if you understood what an what video tag is, how to load a source, and what are the controls and how we can loop it, autoplay it, or mute it. Give me a thumbs up, guys, if you people understood about this video tag. Okay. Guys, you understood? You guys understood or not? Do you want detailed explanation, guys? Okay, good. So this is a video tag. Now let's talk about the audio tag. So audio tag also, let's take up a similar example from the W3 site only, so that we have the audio already present, so that we don't need to look out any other place. Okay. Okay, 1 minute. Let me load up. So audio tag is the one of the last element that we are going to cover in today's session. And in this audio tag, similarly, the same way we do it for video, here there will be no video. We are only going to have audio attached to our particular site. Okay. To do that, we will be using audio tag. So audio, like video, like audio, both will be having nearly the same syntax. Instead of video word, we'll be using audio word here. Okay. Here also we'll be having the same functionalities, where a source is there. For SRC, we'll be specifying the file path of the respective audio file, which can be of OGG format or MP3 format or anything. You can use it. And once you add this to your source, right, it will start picking up your source and it will start displaying into your browser. Okay. So initially, if you put controls here, we'll see list of controls like the play button, the audio icon, and the length of the audio, everything. Okay. So that is what this controls will show up. And similarly, like video tag, we can also have other thing like loop and muted and autoplay to this. Okay. So initially, if you run this, right, we are able to see here. We can play this, and we can pause this. Okay. If I want to loop this, okay, if I run this and I play here, see, it is looping now. Automatically, it is looping. So we use loop here. If I want to mute it, I can use a muted attribute here. See, at the very initial level, it got muted. If I want to keep this as an autoplay, I can also put it in the autoplay attribute. Play here. See, it is automatically playing. It is looping on its own. It has been muted. So all these functionalities can be enabled through these particular attributes in the audio and video tag. So guys, you understood what an audio tag is and how it has been used in HTML.
Yes, sir.
Give me a thumbs up, guys, if you people understood everything clearly till now. Any doubt, guys, till now so far that you want me to explain again?
Sir.
Okay, so let's just run back. So if people understood what an input tag is, what a select tag is, how to group the options inside a select tag. Then we talked about forms in HTML, how to create labels, how to create respective input tags, a submit button, a reset button. Then we talked about the semantic in HTML, where we talked about the article tag and the other tags that newly got introduced in HTML5. Then we talked about the media tags in HTML, starting from the video and ending it with audio. So if people are able to capture everything, whatever we have looked here. Yeah, sure. So I got one more request from one of you. PD has requested to talk about header and footer in HTML. Okay, so let's talk about it. So let's have an let's type code where we will talk. We will have an article. Okay, let's talk about an article which contains header and footer. So this is an article. Okay, let's have a header here. Okay, the header will be, this is an article about web. Okay, now inside this I will have some data. I'll have some data like after this I will add some data with key tag, like some data. Okay, this header I need to have it in some heading, like I can use h1, h2, h3 something. So I'll use h2 for example here. Okay. Okay. So this is the header point. Now I just add a footer to the article.
Header.
Okay. I'll just add a footer to article in some say h6 format. Okay. h6 format, and I add this is the footer. Okay. And I save this. I'll come back and run it again. Let's do this for now. Okay, see, so what happened was this is a complete article. This is a complete article where I have the header for the article. I have the main content of the article here, and I have the footer, which will be looking very small. Footer will always look like a small, because in the footer mostly people talk, have their name like author, or they put the very minimalistic information that is required. So this is how the article is designed. Inside an article, you can have a header, you can have the main content, and then you can have a footer. Okay. Any other doubt, guys, that you feel you want me to clear before jumping into the MCQs? And somebody has given a cross symbol. Yes.
सर जो लॉगिन फॉर्म में कैप्चा आता है रैंडमली, वो कैसे क्रिएट होता है?
Okay, CAPTCHA is service provided by Google, which you can integrate to your website. Okay, that is not we created, we integrated. The CAPTCHA service is given by some third party. We just integrate it with our website.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay. So what basically we do is we take up some services for CAPTCHA, and we will integrate to our website. That can be done. Okay. Any other question, guys, or shall we start the MCQs?
और सर जो मतलब रिक्वायर्ड फील्ड में स्टार होता है, वो कैसे डालते हैं?
Okay, that is simple, man. See, whenever you are displaying the password, right? I mean, here, right? You can add a star here. That is not a big deal. Got it?
यस सर. और सर पासवर्ड का जो पैटर्न में पासवर्ड का एट्रीब्यूट अभी सर्च कर रहा था, उसमें पैटर्न आ रहा था.
मैं समझ नहीं कर रहा, वापस बोलो.
पासवर्ड का एट्रीब्यूट में देख रहा था, मतलब जो टाइप पासवर्ड डाल के उसके लिए कुछ पैटर्न आ रहा था. मतलब जैसे मैं जो बोल रहा था पहले, मतलब कैपिटल एस देना है, किस टाइप का पैटर्न देना है, ये सब होता है.
That comes in validation. You are talking about it should be alphanumeric or like that, right? For password.
Yes, sir.
That is called validation. So that doesn't have any impact on whatever the user can type. That comes under validation. Whenever submit button is clicked, we will invoke a JavaScript function which will come and check how the data should look like.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Any other questions, guys? you people are able to follow the complete class today, right? I mean, all the tags that we discussed in part of HTML and all.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Okay, I'll start posting the MCQs, guys. Please start by answering. Okay, I'm posting the very first one. I'm giving you 2 minutes to that. 2 minutes to that. So by answering it now. Yeah, I posted the very first MCQ. Please, people go and answer that. I'm pasting. I'm posting the next. I'm posting the next MCQ. That is also for 2 minutes. So please answer it.
Huh?
Preeti, sorry, I didn't understand. You tried to code with me. Is this telling or you are asking any question? Okay. I'm pasting the third MCQ, guys. So try to answer that. That is also for 2 minutes. I'm pasting the fourth MCQ for today. Try to answer it, guys. Okay, let's answer the fourth one. Then I will start discussing the MCQs. Okay. So let's see for the first one, right? It says how to link label and input tag in a form. So a lot of people have answered it correctly, but few have used name attribute. Name attribute, we don't use it to link the label and name. We use for attribute. Okay. See, we are linking the label with the input tag. So for label, right, we need to give data. So that one we need to put it in such a manner that it should be ID or a name of the input tag. But for label, right, to link the label with the input tag, we use for attribute in the label. So for attribute is the correct answer. Article tag was present in HTML4. No, it was not present. In HTML5 only, this article tag came into the picture. The next one is in a video tag, how to loop the video. The answer is there in the loop itself. That is loop. We need to use loop attribute. Okay, if you have answered autoplay, that is wrong. Autoplay is to autoplay. Keep on playing the video. Okay. Then what type is used for age in an input tag? Age is a number, so you need to use a number. We can use text, but it is a good practice to use a number for number related inputs. Okay, so we should always answer it as a number. Okay. Yeah. Okay, somebody have missed one MCQ. So okay, I'll just add post one more MCQ, guys, so that people can use that.
No, sir, there is no need to post one MCQ. If we will miss one MCQ, we able to attend the attendance.
Okay, fine. Then I'll keep it. I'll not post MCQ. Vivek, why did you miss two MCQs? Guys, I think one person have missed two MCQs due to network issue. So I'll just add one MCQ more.
But sir, he also not attending their attendance. The rule is we have to miss only one MCQ.
So we have to attend n-1, sir, total.
Yes, sir.
At least what it is.
Okay. Okay. So Vivek, what can you do is, I mean, a lot of people are predicting. So what you can do is you can get in touch with any attend you guys and explain your situation and ask them to mark your attendance for.
There's a ticket.
Yeah, there is a ticket. It seems. Sorry, there's a ticket you can raise. They will look into that. Okay. Yeah, I have created the attendance, guys, and for tomorrow's lecture, I'll just add the content there and I'll create it. Give me a minute. So yeah, so with this we have covered all the HTML part. Okay, all the HTML things we have covered. Tomorrow at starting we will have a little bit of complete picture of HTML, and after that we'll start moving to the CSS. Yeah, you people are comfortable with CSS right now? Sorry, you people are comfortable with HTML, right? Guys, I'm
Yes,
asking
sir.
you an answer.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'll just yeah, the attendance is created, guys.
So tomorrow is the last class of HTML?
No, today we have covered everything. So tomorrow I will just refresh all the HTML things and I'll tell you how to prepare for the HTML based interviews, and then I'll move to the CSS part.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't hear me. So I told today we have 3 lectures for HTML. With this, today we have covered almost all the topics for HTML. So tomorrow, at the starting, I'll just talk about how to prepare for HTML related interviews. In the interview preparation point, how to prepare for HTML and what kind of questions you need to solve to increase your skills in HTML, and after that we'll start coding in CSS.
Okay, sir. So how many days it take to complete the CSS?
Why? May I know why?
No, sir, HTML just completed in just 3 days, so it was very quick. So maybe CSS also will take some this less time.
So you want more detailed one? I mean, you want more sessions on the HTML?
No, sir, it's not like that. That's a required. Whatever you have given, that was okay. But I'm just asking the time because I was not aware of this, like how much it long and how much we have to learn on it. So
Okay.
I'm just
The
asking like without no reason.
CSS will go for 5 lectures.
Okay.
So
9
CSS
lectures. Sorry, 9 lectures. Sorry, 9 lectures for CSS. There are 3 lectures for HTML.
and सर CSS में फ्लैक्स और ग्रिड 9 लेक्चर में हो जाएंगे?
फ्लैक्स और ग्रिड हाँ हो जाएगा लग रहा है.
So 9 lectures.
Yeah, 9 days.
Okay. So then JavaScript will take more time, right?
Yeah, JavaScript will go for 8 to 10 lectures.
8 to 10 lectures.
Yeah.
So less than CSS.
See, JavaScript theory and implementation will take 8 to 10 lectures. Apart from that, I need to take extra classes.
So total how many lectures?
Wait. Basic JavaScript 8 lectures. Intermediate JavaScript 11 lectures.
Basically, front end is more lectures.
So, sorry, what is that?
फ्रंट एंड का ज्यादा लेक्चर है, मतलब पहले फ्रंट एंड आता है, उसके बाद मतलब बैक एंड आता है, फिर से फ्रंट एंड आता है करिकुलम के हिसाब से.
Okay. See, JavaScript, right? It will in total. I mean, basic JavaScript, I will take 8 lectures. Then after that, intermediate JavaScript will go for 11 lectures. In total, 18 lectures for JavaScript. And apart from that, I need to take 3 to 4 extra lectures in order to make you people ready for the interview.
Okay, sir. Almost 20 lectures it will take.
Yeah.
So no issue, sir. Then it will take almost 1 month.
Definitely, it will go. Raja. More than 1 month. It will definitely go more than 1 month. JavaScript is like a sea.
Yeah, sir.
Don't get worried, man. Why you people are getting worried?
No,
I'm
sir.
here, no.
Just asking the time limit that how it's gonna take, because we were thinking like it will take 4 months of complete front end.
Okay. So, sorry, I'm just missing your point. What you people are trying to ask me, I'm not able to understand that.
So nothing. I'm just asking without any reason.
I mean, if you have some specific doubt, like how much time it is going to take, or I mean, what you people, I'm not aware of how you people are enrolled into this course. Okay. So if you give me some insight on that, then I can give you more detail on that. Like you people are on a subscription basis, or you people have committed for the complete course, or how you people have committed for this course?
Sir, we are here for the complete course. Every student is here for 10 months.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Nice. So how many months you people have so far passed in this 10 months? How many
4 months we have passed.
Yeah, 4 months.
Started since September.
Okay, cool. So now you guys have 6 more months left out to complete this full stack part, right? Hello. So you guys are able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
सर आप हमको सब कुछ मतलब बैकएंड का भी लेक्चर लेंगे आप हमारा, मतलब ग्राफ, क्यूएल एंड वेब सॉकेट्स?
Yes. After this, I mean, I'll be here for you guys with from on now onwards. I'll be there till end, I guess. Until unless there is no change in inspector, they don't move me to another batch. It depends upon you guys. If you people feel comfortable with me, then I'll continue with your batch. If somebody reports from your batch that I'm not taking a good lecture, I'm not delivering content correctly, then they might take some actions. So there are possibilities.
Yeah, sir, we got it.
So that's why, right, every time you submit an attendance, right, that time they ask you for the feedback, right? So
Yes, sir.
that feedback basically reflects like this only. So see, because you people are here to pay and study, so they need guys. I mean, they need instructors who are there to give a good lecture to the people, who are motivating them, who are delivering really good content to the students, so that they get their all their so our job as an instructor is to deliver the correct amount of content to you so that you can grasp those and start solving problems and understanding the concepts so that you can go and sit in front of an interview without any fear and face them.
सर रियल टाइम फील्ड में कौन सा मतलब फ्रंट एंड या बैक एंड ज्यादा यूज होता है?
See, I think I gave you a good example on the very first day, but let me reiterate it. See, there are different ways interview happens. So, see, no company is going to come here and select you guys thinking that you have a talent, I should hire you. No company will do that. Basically, the company come and hires people because there is a need for them. Whatever project the company is making for its customers, from which is going to gain the profit, right? For that particular project, it searches people so that his project can be delivered at the deadline. So depending upon the project needs, if it's a front end, they will approach for front end related guys. If it's a back end, it will approach for back end related guys. If it is for database, they will approach the database related guys. So being a full stack developer, you will have knowledge on front end, back end, and databases. Okay, all three knowledges you'll be having with the problem solving skills with DSA and all. So for any company, if you're going to sit right for the interview, depending upon the company's need, they will interview you. But for a full stack developer, they will look into your front end skills, your back end skills, and your database skills. So all these things they will look into it. You should know all these things clearly, and any one or two things more specifically you should know very good, very nicely. I mean, in depth you should know. So that makes your strength like that. So if you want a real-time example, when I was getting interviewed from Honeywell, so in that company, right, I had some around 8 rounds of interview, in which one round was specifically for HTML, I mean the front end, and one round was specifically for the back end. So we can't say, depending on the companies, the interview pattern might change. But we need to be very much prepared so that we can face it out. For that purpose, we are here to tell you guys what exactly is happening and how you can deal with that.
ओके सर, लेकिन टैग के बहुत सारा एट्रीब्यूट होता है HTML में, वो कैसे पता चलेगा? मतलब कौन सा इम्पोर्टेंट है? जैसे आप वीडियो टैग के बारे में बोले, कुछ एट्रीब्यूट के बारे में बोले, और भी कुछ होगा, तो वो कैसे पता चलेगा?
There are a lot of things. So whatever I have covered in my lecture, right? These things are is what the Attenue design curriculum. So I have added few things to the lecture so that which we use in the industry on daily basis. Okay, so there are a lot of attributes that we might not aware of. So whenever specific use cases that you're working on, or specifically you're working on certain tags, at that time, if you Google it, you'll be able to find it out. But that is not, if it is using on daily basis, right? I will cover it in my lecture. Don't worry about it.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Any other doubt this? Anything you guys want to tell me for this particular lecture? Anything else that do you want me to cover anything specifically in the next lecture? Only one interview. Okay, Varun. So from tomorrow, maybe in the upcoming sessions, right? Every day, whatever topic I cover, right? I'll pick some questions from a very good company's interview questions, and I'll answer those questions in the session. I'll add that to my lecture from tomorrow or day after tomorrow onwards.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So you guys got any intimation like about tomorrow?
What, sir?
No, any intimation you think? Okay, thank you, no problem. Because I was going on a leave for tomorrow, but I'm going to cancel. So probably you'll get the intimation by tomorrow morning. Tomorrow I
Okay,
had
sir.
some doctor visit. Have a doctor appointment, so I wanted to go there. But it's in the canceling thing. So tomorrow morning I confirm with the respective appointment, and I'll post it in the group. Don't worry about it. Okay. You never worry about anything, guys. Just focus on your career, in your preparation for the career. Okay. All the other things will reach you. Okay. Okay, thank you guys. You've been a wonderful audience to me. Any other questions? If you know questions, we can close the session. We'll meet up tomorrow. Keep practicing whatever we have discussed. I have shared the GitHub link in the chat, so you people will be able to get all the PPTs that I have prepared in the previous classes.
Yeah, so
Thank you guys. Say good night. Bye.
Good night, sir.
I
Good night, guys.
Good
Bye.
night, sir.
Thank you.